Every Memorial Day weekend, American motorsport hits its high-stakes pinnacle at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. A select few drivers attempt the double, finishing the Indy 500 in the morning before flying to Charlotte for NASCAR's Coca-Cola 600 that same night. To complete both, a driver has to survive over 1,100 miles of elite speed racing within a single 24-hour window. This year, veteran driver Katherine Legge is officially entering the attempt, taking on one of the sport's most physically demanding challenges. While the physical toll is high, the business industry is focused on something else: the unprecedented commercial backing painted onto Legge's car. For decades, the financial status quo of motorsport has been defined by industrial giants. You expect sponsors from the energy, automotive, and telecommunications sectors. This is known as legacy category alignment. It is based on the economic assumption that racing sponsors must sell products directly related to the car or to a narrow, traditionally male audience profile. This model restricted female athletes for years. Lifestyle and beauty brands rarely entered the space because they viewed the racing audience as too commercially rigid to justify the investment. Legge's entry disrupts that visual tradition. Her race car is bright pink and backed entirely by E.L.F. Cosmetics, a major beauty brand moving into a space once reserved for industrial sponsors. This raises a central commercial question. Why would a global cosmetics brand buy high-speed real estate in a sport historically dominated by oil and tires? Corporate brands are shifting the way they calculate the value of women's sports sponsorships, moving away from old demographic assumptions. This chart tracks global sponsorship trends. While traditional male sports categories show signs of saturation, women's sports are trending as high-growth media assets, attracting younger consumers and higher digital engagement. E.L.F. is targeting this specific shift. They are using the racing platform to reach a younger, digital-first audience that often ignores traditional advertising, but responds to lifestyle brands in unexpected environments. Positioning Legge as a mainstream commercial ambassador allows E.L.F. to differentiate itself from traditional competitors through performance-oriented branding. By using an endurance sport to prove product performance, the company is testing the limits of who a motorsport consumer can actually be. This move comes as major racing properties, including Formula One, the IndyCar series, and NASCAR itself, expand their own corporate strategies. These organizations are creating new female participation pathways specifically to diversify their audiences and attract new categories of corporate partners. This timeline reflects a race for early visibility. Industry analysts see a narrowing window for brands to secure ownership of women's sports narratives before current valuations rise to match the rest of the market. Marketers are looking at the recent financial trajectories of women's soccer and tennis as a blueprint. They are competing to get ahead of a similar transition within motorsport. This makes the Legge partnership a form of strategic market arbitrage, an attempt to secure equity in female athletes while the industry's commercial model transitions. For Katherine Legge, this deal arrives after a career spanning over 2 decades in leagues ranging from IndyCar to Formula E. Her attempt at the Memorial Day double provides a high-visibility moment to demonstrate the commercial scalability of women's motorsport for lifestyle brands. This partnership provides a template for future deals, showing how non-traditional companies can use representation and audience expansion to enter premium global sports. In a more competitive sponsorship market, marketers are increasingly prioritizing these new entry points over legacy category alignment. The pink E.L.F. car suggests that the racing economy is beginning to diversify, moving toward a model where a driver's commercial value is no longer limited by traditional industrial boundaries.